Andrew Bailey, el gobernador del Banco de Inglaterra, hablaba precisamente en rueda de prensa tras publicar esta decisión y esto es lo que nos explicaba de esas previsiones de inflación.
The MPC's central projection, CPI inflation is expected to rise over the remainder of the year, averaging slightly over 10% at its peak in 2022 Q4. The majority of that further increase reflects higher household energy prices. The price cap mechanism means that it takes some time for changes in wholesale gas and electricity prices to be reflected in retail energy prices. That means consumer price inflation is likely to peak later in the UK than in many other economies and may therefore fall back later. Once CPI inflation is projected to fall relatively quickly to a little above the 2% target in 2 years' time, largely reflecting the waning influence of external factors, and to 1.3% in 3 years, well below the target and mainly reflecting weaker domestic pressures.
Por otro lado, Andrew Bailey señalaba que los pronósticos del Banco de Inglaterra no cumplen con la definición técnica de una recesión, pero sí reconocía esa desaceleración significativa que les dábamos en las previsiones.
Very weak projection. It's a very sharp slowdown. There's a technical definition of a recession. It doesn't meet that, but put that to one side. It is a very obviously sharp slowdown in activity. So, turning to the question, I mean, it's a very good question about why, therefore, should we increase bank rate at this point in time. And I would come back to this analogy that I used and have used recently of this narrow path. And the challenge, of course, is that on the other side of the path is where inflation currently is, but more particularly the risks as we see them going forwards. And I would highlight, as we say in the minutes, actually, in the statement, that the risks are, if anything, on the upside, we think, to inflation.
Y vamos a ver cómo sigue evolucionando la divisa británica.